EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tennessee Titans. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
And you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That one goes for 24 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
For the extra point.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 22.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Johnson, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Lions nothing.
On the carry, it's Bawden. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This is Swift on the counter. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the option, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that is incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. The quick slant caught, and he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. It's Kenny Galladay hauling it in from Matthew Stafford, and the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And the Titans first down.
Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
That's it, baby. There it is. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 20. line.
Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st down, Stafford here.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run the counter. Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's Bowden, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford rolling to his right. To the right and complete to Galladay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half.
7-yard line.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here we go with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
He'll throw from the gun.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And the Titans.
Tannehill on first down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 20. The 40. He's at the 30.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
That's what you is. They can't get none of this.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run here with Swift. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
on 3rd and short, Drake. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Arizona steps away. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception. Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points? First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. They run the counter. Swift. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 21 yards away, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The 40-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Touchdown, Detroit. Swift, as the first half is winding down, and the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up second.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, Murray, flush to his right.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A final shot before break. Stafford looking deep now for Amendola.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up near the 44. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing.
Ain't doing me nothing.
And he takes this one in for... We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Detroit Lions. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on now.
Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flushed out right. Hurts fumbles it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he works free. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
We're scoreless after 1. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first back.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once,
he rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion?
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 41-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Now a carry for Sanders. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
1st down.
1st and 10, Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
It's saying they pay me. I'll do this
Down, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
42 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Another run with Sanders. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They're going to try and throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Running on first down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Sanders. He's to the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Once again with Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Third and long. It's Stafford.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they're spotted right at midfield at the 50. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Lions go for it on fourth. It's Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Sanders. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll run. It's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. The sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Here's 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Stanford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.